seen this interesting news article that President Trump is tweeting out some crazy tweets. He says, my volume working? You better be working. President Trump tweeted today, he said, after consultation with my generals and military experts, please be advised that the United States government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the United States military. Our military must be focused on decisive and overwhelming victory and cannot be burdened with the tremendous medical cost and disruption that transgender in the military would entail. This has caused a lot of stir in the world today. I mean, there's a lot of people are upset about this. In America, we don't worship government, we worship God, which I can agree with that one. I'm not saying I agree nor disagree with the transgender thing. I'm just saying he tweeted it out, and it's causing some stirs. And this is some video 6 minutes long.
The United States government will not accept or allow transgender individuals to serve in any capacity in the U.S. military. Our military must be focused on decisive and overwhelming. It looks like there's going to be more to come. Congressman Kingston, as someone who worked on the Trump campaign as a fellow Republican, what is your response?
Well, I think that the lead of the statement is that he's listened to his military advisors, which is one of the criticisms from the left and the right often that the president gets, is that he doesn't listen to the key people, whether they're in the
video. I was just want to present this story. The Redneck Report. A lot of comments. That's heading the news story today, depending on your feelings. And then we have Trump must convince China to eliminate North Korea. Let's get that. Let's see what this video says.
Two senior U.S. officials say North Korea could test launch another intercontinental ballistic missile as soon as tonight. This as the Washington Post reports a secret U.S. intelligence assessment found North Korea could have an ICBM capable of carrying a nuke as early as next year. 2 years earlier than previously thought, and North Korea warning yesterday that it will hit the U.S. with a, quote, powerful nuclear hammer. If it
that lesbian-looking chicken McNugget motherfucker.
The threat comes after CIA Director Mike Pompeo's comments last week at the Aspen Security Forum watch.
It would be a great thing to denuclearize the peninsula to get those weapons off of that, but the thing that is most dangerous about it is the character who holds control over them today. So from the administration's perspective, the most important thing we can do is separate those two, right? Separate capacity and someone who might well have intent, and break those two apart.
All right, Ambassador, how should we be responding to such threat?
Well, I think our options are very limited after, in my view, 25 years of pursuing the wrong policy with North Korea, of trying diplomacy and sanctions to affect their behavior. It was never going to work.
North Korea is going to be a big deal.
South Koreans, but
every day there's more reports of how much more they got than we thought they did, or how furthermore they've come. We're going to have to do something about North Korea soon. This little chicken McNugget looking lesbian dyke son of a bitch. We're gonna they're saying they're gonna need China to deal with North Korea, not us. Yeah, because we really can't do much, really, without killing a freaking shitload of people over there. We're gonna have to be working with China to get this done for real. He said the last diplomatic option involves China convincing them that it's in their best interest to unite the Koreas. The way you eliminate the North Korea nuclear program is to eliminate North Korea. It's a hard argument to make, but I think it's doable. It's pretty bad. I watched a documentary here on YouTube a while back about what it's really like to live in North Korea. And it's a lot worse state than I thought it was. It's like living in the book 1984. That's a good movie if you've never seen it. So you got to say to China, we're going to see reunification here. Do you want to do that? the hard way or the easy way. I mean, man, we got China over there, we got Russia in there. I mean, as soon as we make any kind of move, we're screwed. I mean, just no matter what we do. But something's got to be done no matter what. And that's the whole problem. John Bolton. It's, and I'll say again, I think this whole North Korea thing is going to open up the keys to the starting to where it's the end of the world, which is starting to that new world order, you know, and some of the book of Revelation and some of the wars it talks about, especially in Damascus in the Bible. And we go more to Bible type stuff and how this is just things like this, you know. In the United Kingdom, British teacher accused of urging student to masturbate for stress relief keeps his job. This is a male faculty member who urged a young female student to masturbate in order to relieve stress, to get rid of problems in the classroom. And there was another kid that was involved, I think her little boyfriend. So this teacher's has been the subject of previous misconduct hearings, but the panel considered them irrelevant. The panel did convict the teacher of unprofessional conduct, but said he could continue working because of the nature and severity of the behavior was less serious at the end of the possible spectrum. So, less serious at the end of the possible. I mean, because he didn't take her clothes off and show her how to do it. I mean, that's pretty much what they're saying. He just told her to do it. Oh, this world is coming to a freaking, this is stupid, this is sick. I cannot believe shit like this happens in the world today. It's just mind-blowing how this could go down. And, you know, there's not people with pitchforks and like a fire ready to and you're allowed to, this dude's allowed to keep his job. What happens next time? What if he does something worse? You know, he could do things worse. He could. I mean, this behavior like this does not need to be around children. I understand it's a tough job, but it really is a horrible act to tell a kid to masturbate for stress relief. Some forms of religion where, you know, against your religion, where you're not allowed to do things like that, touch yourself with pleasure. But, and this here comes one more Bible from America here. Bible verse plaque displayed at Tennessee Police Department to be moved. And remember this happening in Alabama a couple of years ago. A Bible passage displayed at police headquarters in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's going to be moved after an atheist group complained. The East Tennessee chapter of the Freedom of Religion Foundation, which advocates separation of church and state, filed a complaint in February over the plaque, which is located on a wall in a non-public area. The plaque shows Romans 8:31. The line reads, what shall we say then to these things? God be for us, then who be against us? And I have that verse is echoed in my mind throughout my life sometimes when I'm standing in the doorway of mankind, and I'm like, if I be for God, who can be against me? God's on your side. Everything's in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't look like it. Sometimes it's hard, but Romans tells us that. Paul told us that. And this was when the judges told Peter, I think, and a few others not to be preaching the word of God in the streets. And they pretty much told them, it says, you know, what can you do? You know, God's on our side. What can you do against us? You going to throw us in prison? You know, if God be for us, who can be against us? You know, which is preached. I mean, that's an echoing term through the whole Bible, an underlying theme. Having a Bible, and I'll finish reading the article. Having a Bible verse promotes one particular religion, and in doing so is discriminatory toward these other religions and groups. Oh my gosh, this country was founded on Christianity, and you keep kicking God out of your law enforcement agencies, out of your school, out of your government. You're gonna kick him out, and this is where, you know, the North Korea thing, you're gonna see God take his hand away from the world, and some crap's gonna go down. And I may be killed for it one day, but I know that. But if God be for me, who can be against me? You know, we do not govern according to the dictates of our faith. We govern first and foremost under the authority of the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Tennessee. And separation of church and state was never part of the Constitution. It was brought along from a letter, I think, that Jefferson wrote, dealing with some things and said something about the separation of church and state, and just took hold ever since then. And everybody thinks it's part of the Constitution, and it is not. Knoxville City Law Director Charles Swanson told Knoxville News Sentinel we could argue in favor of keeping it. What's the real point? I don't think it was in place where the public could see it, but it certainly doesn't seem like it's worth financing a fight. What's the real point? You know, isn't that what Hillary Clinton said about Benghazi? You know, what's the point? What's the real point? What's the point in the fight? Fighting for what's right? I mean, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Fighting for the creator of this nation that gave you life and breath. And here's where they, like I said, it wasn't worth the legal aid, is what they're saying. They didn't want to pay for attorneys and go through a big legal argument like they did here in Alabama a few years ago with the 10 Commandments that were posted out in public. You know, it's just crazy when you see your God and your country being down like this. You know, and you know it's going to hell. I mean, basically. But it gets worse and worse. And here we go over here to CoinDesk, because now I've been watching Bitcoin for years, and I've been owning Bitcoin for a while, and it is gonna fork. I don't understand the whole thing. August 1st, I know the Coinbase, the one I use, is gonna shut down for a minute. Transactions, and everybody's saying you should put your Bitcoins in a specific wallet away from all exchanges, which Coinbase is an exchange. I need to put it in my wallet. They don't to keep it safe, and it's going to fork into different things. And I would like to see how to buy the new one, you know, because if it does what this one does, if you bought there's a kid that's a millionaire right now. He started buying a Bitcoin when it was $14 a share or $14 a coin. Today, right now, they're $2,581. Earlier this month, they got dropped down to like $1,900, I think. And if you would have bought one, you sold it at $2,700, which earlier today was at $2,700, I believe. And you could have made like $800 off your deal right there. The lowest right here, this is in the past day, it dropped $2,400. You know, and the highest point was 26. You know, and I've seen it as high as 28, 29. You know, it's the past month. There's one time where it really dropped down here. It got really low, $1,898, $1,898. You could have made. Oh, if you sold at the right time, that's $2,800. You could have made $1,000 in the span of a few days. You know, just by sitting on your money. When it dips and slows, sometimes July 16th. This Bitcoin, you know, has been doing this, and within 4 days, you could have made $1,000. And see, I don't know where the news came out about the fork, but see how it was all dropped, and it just shot right back up, and it stayed higher than what it was and dropped back down. There was a high point a little bit. It's so volatile. It changes from one minute to the next. You know, I don't understand the fork. I'm going to watch it and see. I haven't delved all the way into the Bitcoin market where my funds are diversified into different investments where, you know, You know, I have some in Ethereum too. I looked at Ethereum, and it's doing the same exact thing that Bitcoin did back in the day when it was really cheap. And I think it's a good investment. And if you can do the Litecoin, which are like $40 or $50 a piece. If you do the bottom when they're $1 a piece, you know what? You know, when some of these Bitcoins, you don't know what they're going to do with these altcoins. You can buy them when they first come out. Now the new one, the new Bitcoin, I think it said Bitcoin Cash or something like that. I'm going to look into purchasing that. You know, especially if it's like a really, I think they already said it was at $400. If I buy a $400 Bitcoin Cash and it shoots up to $3,000, then I made $1,600. You know, when I first started looking at these, I don't know if I said this a minute ago, but they were $400 a piece when I started looking at Bitcoin, and I never thought it would go to $2,000. It's been maxing out at $3,000. So what's the fork going to do? Is it going to force the regular Bitcoin to go over $3,000? You know, because I can go look at my wallet and my money changes from day to day. I mean, some days I'll have, you know, more than what I had the day before. Some days it'll be a little bit less, depending on what the market is. And I also have, you know, some money's in stocks and stuff. I haven't invested. I'm diversified in different areas. And but there's also speculation that the Bitcoin one day will be $1 million a piece. And that means just what little bit I have in Bitcoin. You know, if you have one Bitcoin, it's going to be worth $1 million. And you cash out at that point, you cash out. You cap out. You know, even if you don't have a full Bitcoin, you could still have a couple $100,000 for not even having a full Bitcoin when they're at $1 million. We don't know this. I mean, this is a whole new realm of money that is not something that is not backed by the FDIC or any government. There's no fiat money, you know, and it's getting to be where I think there's some online major retailers like I think Victoria's Secret and a few others are now taking Bitcoin. There are articles out there stating that Mr. Bill Gates is taking his payment in Bitcoin. You know, and well, it says Ethereum's at 201. I've seen it at 180 something. I've seen it at 170 something. I've seen it at 250. And it's Ethereum right here, down here at the bottom. Down here. It's at 201 right now. You know, see how it's spiked up and now it's kind of sloping down. With his Bitcoin, these other altcoins follow that. You know, if you took your money and bought a few of these, you know, what if this shot's up to $1,000? You're up by a couple grand. You know, if you had the money to buy a few Ethereum, it would work out. But you never know. It's a new world with the altcoins. It's all going in different directions. And with all the news and the articles, I just seen one on TV, on the Fox News channel, where it was saying now companies are accepting microchips into the skin. Oh, this is President Trump. Yeah, I mean, I don't state continent. I don't know if these are ads right here, but this is ancient Jerusalem destruction the Babylonians uncovered. Oh, some crazy stuff. You get anything to do with Jerusalem, you know, you're hitting something, you know, in the head. They're uncovering new stuff every day. You know, we're still waiting for the third temple to be built. You know, the Bible tells us there's a lot coming down the road, and there's still a lot to be waited for. They still haven't found the Ark of the Covenant. And like I said, CNN is fake news a minute ago. I did not want to stay on that article. Trump donates 3 months' salary to the education department. I mean, that's a pretty crazy article. Amazon already has its eye on the car repair market. Oh, that's crazy. Amazon? Use some interesting news stories, you know. There's sometimes there's under blurbs that things have happened during the day, and they don't, just because it's not Justin Bieber fucking spitting on somebody, the fake news networks are not bringing these things to a head. You know, sometimes you see these little fucking just afterlines, and they're reporting it, but you gotta find it. You know, Amazon already has this auto car repair market. I mean, I've seen this for a while. They have some good car parts on their website. I don't know if it's all the time it's buying parts, but you know, sometimes it sucks trying to wait a few days if you need your part right now. But sometimes, you know, if you can get a better deal, it might be worth the wait. We can't afford to lose work and lose that much money. And Trump donates 3 months' salary to its Department of Education. That is a, I mean, have we ever heard of a president doing something like this? Well, yeah, he's going to get a lot of flack for not accepting transgenders in the military. But then again, you got him doing something like this right here. He's just giving away his money. You know, he promised that, I believe. Inmate escapes from Rikers Island. Four-year-old killed and the parent nurse. There's a lot of interesting articles. You know, you can't always trust all this stuff. I mean, some of it's propaganda. You have to read through it, read between the lines, and know exactly what's going down. And if you pay attention to that Dave Acton, yeah, here's an inmate escaped from Rikers Island. Law enforcement authorities are searching for an inmate who apparently escaped a facility at Rikers Island Wednesday. The New York Police Department confirmed that officers are assisting in the search for an individual. And why don't you have a picture of the guy you're searching for up here? You know, I mean, searching for an inmate? I don't. Please don't guess me. You say you're looking for this guy, and I mean, I don't see no picture readily available. I shouldn't have to go click and find a picture of the dude, you know, or find out how he escaped, you know. What else did I want to check out? Go to celebrity news. I do love some celebrity news every now and then. You know, I just want to catch up on the main articles of the day. Debbie Wasserman Schultz aide was arrested at an airport. That was the one they're talking about. She was trying to leave the country. Wait a sec. That all had to do with the Dave Acton and his brother and the bomb scare at the freaking South Carolina harbor of Charleston. That I was doing videos on my other channel. She's trying to escape the country for some reason. They had something to do with encrypted government phones and downloading software. Where was she going? Justin Bieber, like I said, the first story on here, accidentally slams truck into Photo G cops ambulance on scene. See what's going on, TMZ. Hey, come on. Play the clip, damn it. Drop the link, bitches.
The road ahead is long and unforgiving.
Man, why is it being shot?
Place for a boy.
That's the dude who crashed his truck. Oh, he ran over a photographer? What the heck, Justin?
Hey, my man. That's keeper. That's good, bro.
What the hell? Oh, shit.
What can we do?
Dude, see, some of this is these paparazzi's own fault for standing there. I mean, and they just sound like no Justin, like this random motherfucker over. That's not what happened. I mean, I don't like Justin either. And you are more. You gotta know that.
We called it already, man.
It's both.
The car didn't run over you.
It's both, because I mean, you got when you drive a car, you know you got a photographer. You don't gun it, you know, which you should just ease on it, buddy, Justin. But then our photographer shouldn't have been standing there like that. Just he knew he was coming. He knew he was turning.
Are you training in team? We have one on the way. If you could just give us a little space, okay? All right, we need some. Guys, it's okay. Back up, all right? Back us out. Let's get some ambulance needs to come.
Back up.
Good. Yep.
I smell a lawsuit.
Back up, guys. Back up. Just a little bit. Freeze, Justin.
I smell damage control cover story.
Now with like this guy. I guess I just want to have it lift me in front of the church, brother.
I don't like news like that. The Hills. Remember Hills. What the hell? What the hell's remember? William Shatner flipped and horse and buggy show not injured. Ooh, William Shatner. Captain Kirk. Man. Play the clip. Drop the link, bitches.
The road ahead
I don't care about no video game.
is long and unforgiving.
Scary looking.
No place for a boy. You must be a warrior.
You must be a warrior. TMZ.com.
Call your number, please. We want the winner to come to the east side and get your awards. East side.
Ooh, shit.
Everybody stay calm now. Stay calm. We got folks here know what they're doing.
Kirk got killed by a horse. Who would have known? The damn Klingons couldn't even take his ass out. They got fucking off by a horse. Wins cut MMJ's hits nearly 10. Who cares? Michael Jackson, yeah. Rapper Zero busted for allegedly beating ex-girlfriend for hours. Yeah, you're zero if you've been beating your girlfriend, buddy. Yeah, we ain't playing that. Marcia Clark still around? Oh my God. His ex Kim Porter defends his dad bod. He's just healthy. No dad bod, just eat good. In the neighborhood. Yeah, whatever. Some of these stories they have, I don't know who they're talking about. Oh, Justin Bieber story. This internet troll, Allison Sweeney, restraining order extended for 3 years against internet troll. Wow. Former Biggest Loser host Allison Sweeney, she's got permanent protection against the guy who says he's been harassing her nonstop for the next 3 years. The judge extended temporary restraining order against John Christopher Luisi Wednesday after she came to court earlier this month claiming he had trolling her on social media aimlessly for 9 months. We broke the story. This dude allegedly tried extorting Allison for thousands of dollars by saying he had photos of her genitals and would send them to her husband unless she paid up. She says he also started making threats after she blocked his multiple accounts. Dude didn't show up in court Wednesday, nor did any of his lawyers. Didn't matter though. The judge gave her a 3-year extension. Must be thousands of feet away from Allison and her family. That's the internet trolls for you. Minority, American Idol. Oh, I'm bored with TMZ now. TMZ bores me. See where the Bitcoin's at. Bitcoin. See, I was going to drop like $8 in the past few minutes. I can't remember what it was at before. So I thought it was 25.68, and that was 25.60. It's just so volatile. You know what you're doing, you can make a lot of cash. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Anybody got any other news stories? Let's see, I'm about to end this. I don't know how long I've been on here, but it's been fun. It's been real. America's greatest country on earth. It's been the Redneck Report with some news stories from today. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to try to end this like as quickly as I can, and I don't know how. Oh, yeah. Anybody want to come in and chat? What name am I there? Notifications on Twitter. Thank you, Jamie. Is Bray still up? Okay. Okie dokie. My horoscope for today. There is no easy way of saying it. Lighten up.
Are we
Whether
live?
you think so or coming across as aggressive or pushy, you will only succeed in alienating someone whose support you need to get ahead. Listen to advice given by superiors and co-workers of the workplace.